before this video starts, I just want to mention that this is your final chance to enter the Shiny Wolf Skull giveaway. All you have to do is leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your username. This pet is a 1 in 400 billion out of the Sinister Egg right here, so good luck. Anyways, BGS Infinity just updated not too long ago whatsoever, and we have the brand new Mutant Egg right here. This update literally came out maybe 1.5 hours ago. But yeah, the Mutant Egg features the first ever 1 in 100 billion Infinity pet, as well as it featuring a few brand new secrets. If we go back into the update log, you can see it features the 1 in 1 billion Sinister Shard, the 1 in 5 billion Angelic Spirit, and 1 in 100 billion Radiance. And with the help of a couple of my alt accounts, I have already managed to hatch 500,000 of these brand new Sinister Egg, or sorry, not the Sinister Egg, the brand new Mutant Egg. On my main account, however, I have just not gotten lucky whatsoever, but knowing the fact that I only hatched 29,000, but I did get lucky on the other accounts. And what I mean by lucky, I mean secret pet lucky. I don't know how this keeps happening to me, but my luck this update has just been absolutely insane. However, first, let's go through the first couple of pets. We have the Mutant Kitty, the Mutant Bunny, and the Mutant Dragon. Let's just type in Mutant, where you can see right here that we have a good amount of all of these pets. Let's just equip every single one of these and see how they look. Here they are. These are the first few common pets out of the brand new Mutant Egg. We have the Mutant Kitty right here, as you can see, the Mutant Bunny right here in Shiny and Common, and then the Mutant Dragons. I'm not sure why there isn't a doggy in this egg, but hey, whatever. Anyways, let's move on to the first legendary, which is a 1 in 6.7k, believe it or not. This is called the King's Eye, and it's a legendary tier 1. Let's just type in King Eye, where you can see I've got at least every single variant, which is just beautiful. I got myself here the normal, here I have the shiny version, here's the mythic, which looks really cool, and then just take a look at the 1 in 26 million shiny mythic. Here's how they all look, really cool. Here's a normal version, here is the shiny version, here's a mythic, and finally the red crown shiny mythic. Also, believe it or not, they rebuffed the candy corn currency, gainage. Obviously this was really bad. Early in the update, we got like no candy corn, but now with my new team, where you're gonna see really soon, featuring a few of the brand new secrets from the Mutant Egg, you're gonna see how much I get. Anyways, let's move on to the tier number 2, which is the Evil Marshmallow. If we search up Marshmallow, you can literally see that I don't even have myself a normal Evil Marshmallow. I got so unlucky with this thing. I hatched myself a shiny, so what I want to do right now, I just want to go in the trading plaza and either trade for one or just show you guys how it looks. Obviously, why would anyone want to trade an Evil Marshmallow away? So let's just type in Evil Marshmallow. Here is how the normal version looks. Here's how the shiny looks. Here is how the mythic version looks. Whoa, that is crazy. It went in 666 million. And then here's how the shiny mythic looks. It is a 1 in 26 billion, which is just absolutely insane. That is by far the hardest tier number 2 in the game ever. But let's just take a look at how our shiny Evil Marshmallow looks. Here it is. This tier 2 is literally a 1 in a few millions. Yeah, 1 in 6 million for the normal version. So to hatch the shiny version is kind of crazy in my opinion. But the stats aren't also too shabby at all. I'm kind of unfortunate, or I'm kind of like not happy that I did not hatch myself the normal of the Marshmallow to see and just compare. I mean, hey, we almost got ourselves the final legendaries, which are called the Evo and the Nightmare inside of the Season 9 track. But anyways, let's move on to the tier 3s, where this pet is a 1 in 10 million. Whereas here, how it actually looks, it's like a kind of a purple goodie bag with obviously candy corn inside of it. However, we are back inside of the trading plaza because once again, I just do not have this type of luck. Somehow I got myself a secret pet. But anyways, let's just type in Trick or Treat. It's not a secret pet, and here it is. 1 in 10 million. Once again, let's just type in Trick or Treat. Here's the normal version. Here's how the shiny version looks. For the mythic, it's probably going to be crazy. Yeah, that looks insane. And here is the shiny mythic at a 1 in 40 billion chance. I mean, if you ask me, that's definitely much better than a few secret pets inside of this update. If we go back to the Trick or Treat, it has a 202 base stat. Now, if we go to a few secret pets, this one has a 100 base stat. This is the Dumb Pumpkin from the first egg inside of this brand new update. But anyways, a quick recap before we actually take a look at the secrets from the Mutant Egg. First of all, we have the 1 in 1 billion Sinister Shard. Next up is the 1 in 5 billion Angelic Spirit. And finally, we have the 1 in 100 billion OG Radiance. Or sorry, not OG Radiance, it's a new Radiance. There is also an OG Radiance inside of this egg, currently for the next few hours. if we go back into the Watcher Discord server, you can see right here the OG Radiance is hatchable in the Mutant egg for the next 2 hours or so, and it's a 1 in 50 billion. So technically 4 secrets were indeed hatchable, and with my luck I did actually get myself one, believe it or not. So let's just start with the Radiance, which unfortunately if I would have made already 5 videos about it. Let's just go down back to the Angelic Spirit, which once again I only have this Angelic Ghost Spirit, which is kind of its brother. However, if we do type in Sinister Shard, you can see that I got myself a Sinister Shard. Only 79 of these things exist, and boy oh boy do I have some news for you. This thing is absolutely insane, with a bubble stat of 7.2k, candy corn stats of 275, and gem stats of 135. I do actually want to go to the Void before we actually take a look at this Sinister Shard and enchant it with Determination to see how it does on my team. So let's just put a Shadow Crystal on this thing until we do actually get Determination. Well, that didn't take too long whatsoever. Now let's just go ahead, put a Power Orb on this thing if I can actually find them. There we go, we got 1.1 Power Orbs. Let's just type in Sinister Shard because it is my only Sinister pet inside of this Halloween update, I'm pretty sure. No, that's actually a lie. I do have myself the Sinister Skull. I don't know why I just jumped up so high. But anyways, it's time to go back into the Halloween update to check out how this Sinister Shard does look. Let's equip it, and oh my goodness, you can already see this thing. They finally made these shards better. You can see right here we have the Candy Corn Shard. Here's the All-Seeing Shard and the Shimmering Shard. Wow, I mean, these are just so nice. But the Sinister Shard, it definitely does look much better than all of them. And the stats are also insane. Like, if we just put it on my team right now with Candy Corn, here's my Candy Corn team. We can just go ahead and unequip the Voodoo plushie, I'm pretty sure, because we don't need it anymore. Let's equip the Sinister Shard, and this thing might be one of my best pets. It is almost as good as my shiny All-Seeing Shard, and with the team, it just looks so well-fitting. Wow, I mean, this Sinister Shard is absolutely amazing. Let's just turn off our pets though, because I do actually want to take a look at how much we can get from trick-or-treating, and I want to see if we can get some of the brand new poisoned potatoes. Okay, yeah, they did nerf the trick-or-treating by a solid amount. I'm only getting about 500 million, but before, I'm pretty sure this is like a 100 million increase. Once again, here's how my team is looking. We've got a Sinister Skull, 6 All-Seeing Shards, a shiny All-Seeing Shard, 2 Voodoo plushies, which by the way, there is actually a brand new pet inside of this Halloween shop called the Haunted Spirit, which I will definitely buy soon with this new trick-or-treating stuff. And also, I'm pretty sure they did actually revert the candy corn multiplier for the trick-or-treats back. So I think if I do join a brand new server right here, it's going to be much better. And the candy corn stats that I'm going to get are going to be much better, hopefully. 954 million there. Yeah, guys, I think this is a little bit better. I really hope it's a bit better, because that time I just got 520 million. But hopefully, yeah, 867 million. That is not too bad at all. Our currency is just going to fly through the moon. Once again, 954 million. And by the way, there is a brand new potion, the Infinity Elixir, the Halloween Infinity Elixir, which buffs the Halloween potion stats by 1.5 times. So I really do think it's going to be a little bit better. Like the Halloween Elixir maybe goes from 250% luck to like 400% luck. I'm not sure how that works. So what I do want to do right now is actually get myself the 50 billion Hallowed Spirit. So you know what, I'll just save you guys some time. Let's get to 50 billion. Here we are, finally approaching our 50 million mark, or sorry, 50 billion mark, which is absolutely insane. There we go, we finally have ourselves the max amount of currency that we can possibly get. So let's make our way over to the Halloween shop and buy ourselves the Haunted Spirit. There it is, it has been bought, and oh my goodness, take a look at how much it just fills the screen. I already know we can unequip one of our Voodoo plushies for this Haunted Spirit indeed. Whoa, here it is. This thing is also really good at a 175 times multiplier for candy corn. Let's take a look at how it looks. Let's unhide our pets once again. Here it is, not too big. However, this pet does actually look really cool in my opinion. Let's go back to the Void where we can actually enchant this thing once again. So yeah, we have 2 brand new secrets this update. First being the Haunted Spirit, and the second one being the Sinister Shard, which is just one of my favorite secrets in the game. There we go, the Haunted Spirit is also finally enchanted with Determination. Let's put a Power Orb on it, and now let's check out our brand new Candy Corn team. we can just go ahead, switch teams once again, and now let's put on the Haunted Spirit, where you can see the stats are 1.7k, and instead of 1.5k, that's going to be a pretty big increase, like knowing that we have yet another Voodoo plushie. And I'm pretty sure we can even maybe get 1 billion candy corn per second now. We're still kind of stuck at the 970 million range as our max. But hey, this team got much better this video. I really hope you guys also can hatch a lot of secret pets this update. And once again, before this video does actually end, I want to say that I'm giving away this shiny wolf skull once again to anyone who leaves a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comments your username. Let me know what you guys are going to hatch this update. Peace.